So, how much can you expect to get or make when investing with QZ Asset Management? Let's take a look. So, right now, if you invest with QZ Asset Management, how much can you make? So, if you look at this table, the trading capital is the amount of money which you give to QZ so they can trade for you. And this is the weekly profit which QZ Asset Management promised to give you based on how much you invested here. And obviously this is the monthly, what total monthly you will receive. The income cap is you won't receive any more than these amounts when you invest based on what you invested here. So if you invest $100, the total money you can receive is $400. If you invest $400, the total amount of you can receive is $1,600. If you invest $500, the total amount you can receive is $2,000. So you invest $500, you're going to make $2,000. That's good. It's 4 times the amount you put in. You will invest $1,000, which in South African rands is 20,000 rand. You will receive $4,000, which is 4 times. And then you will in rands it's 80,000 rand. So for how long do you get paid? So if you take a look here, you will be paid until you receive the total of this monies. Now if you take a look, if you are for example you invested $1,000 and you are being paid $70 every week for 57 weeks, that will come up to how much? Around $4,000. So meaning 57 weeks it will take you to make the $4,000. But if you invest $100 and then you are supposed to get a total of $400, this will take you longer. Because why? All the amounts between 100 and 900 US dollars, you get 3.5% a week you get paid. So which means this will, from 100 to 900, it takes longer to reach your total in which you're supposed to get. But if you look, because this is a basic membership, but the elite membership, which is 7% a week, is shorter, which is around 57 weeks. So this is just from here 100 to 900 is double the time, but you eventually get all this money. But from 1,000 upwards, it's a shorter time because it's 7% a week. So this is what you need to look at when you invest with QZ Asset Management. These are brilliant returns, and what makes these returns is the BDAI technology. BDAI. This technology is known throughout the world. I mean, if you check a company such as NASDAQ, we're talking about NASDAQ, the big stock exchange, the big index, the index which lists big companies like your Tesla, your Microsoft. This is NASDAQ, and if you take a company like NASDAQ, which is actually talking about QZ Asset Management here, then you will understand that QZ Asset Management is a big company. It's a company which is being talked about. I don't know about any other company which has ever been talked about by any big publication like NASDAQ. Not even only NASDAQ, but even Bloomberg. So here we're talking about a real company. A company which is set to push it with its global expansion. And that's why right now in Africa people are starting to know about it. NASDAQ is even talking about next year's plans, where the QZ Asset Management is invited to showcase its technology. This is the technology which is actually making us the money here. When you invest $1,000 and you are supposed to get $4,000 in 57 weeks, this is the technology. The BDAI technology is making this for us. And you can see QZ Asset Management. This is news coming from Bloomberg. Bloomberg is the biggest financial data news publication. It's talking about QZ Asset Management reporting record growth at its meeting. So guys, and if you go down and read further, it says the success of QZ's BDAI technology is the one which caused this record growth. So we are in a real company here and we're making good money. And then if you just take a look at how much you want to invest, do you want to fall under the 7% a week bracket, which means you invest $1,000 upwards, or in rands 20,000 rand upwards. You can choose any amount. As long as it's 20,000 upwards, you fall under 7%, or any amount below $1,000 to $100 is 3.5% a week. You choose which one you can start with. If you start with a small amounts, you can later add big amounts. So, and remember, all these amounts are if you are just sitting, you are not even inviting anyone in the business, where most people, they call it recruiting. You're not recruiting anyone. This money, you are just getting it. And remember, you're getting it weekly up until it reaches what? The total amount, the total income cap. So every week, every Monday, this money goes into your wallet. You can withdraw it at any time you want. So you can just see. I mean, just imagine if you invest $10,000 and you are earning 700 US dollars a week. That's 12,000 rand a week, up until you get 800,000. So this is a serious and very good investment company to be with. It's legit, it's licensed, it's regulated under the Asset Management Association of China. Brilliant company.